In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Ring of Gale. So the Ring of Gale is the epic wind artifact, so you can apply it to either Win or Yana. Now, this isn't going to be a super common artifact to use, at least right now, just because Yana is the only free-to-play Win slime, and then you can actually purchase Win for real money, but Win isn't kind of in that meta area. If you're going to use real money and purchase a slime, most of the time you're going to get like Nepris, Chloris, or Volcan. Now, there have been talks about the developers making Win available for free-to-play players by spending gems. So if or when that does happen, then this wind artifact actually might just become a little important. Now, comparing it like the epic wind artifact to the legendary wind artifact, the epic wind artifact is going to be a little more offensively geared, which is, I guess, good and bad. So it's going to help you just deal more damage. However, because Win is wind element slime, and then just when we look at his kit, you're actually going to see Win has a lot of bonus attack, but not much in the way of just survivability goes. So getting more offensive power is great and all, but if he dies, then it's obviously just not going to be that helpful in the first place. Because it is an epic artifact, it is going to give less base stats when compared to that legendary artifact. So that is one of the reasons, if you can get that legendary artifact kind of leveled up or start up to the same rough area, the legendary artifact probably is the way to go, just because the epic artifact, I mean, you can see right here, this is at level 1, no star ups or anything, but the legendary wind artifact just does give a lot more base stats as far as that attack and HP goes. That'll continue to be the trend as you continue to just level these artifacts up. And so really that bonus survivability you can get from the legendary artifact probably will be a bit more helpful. I mean, the mythic artifact is, helpful as well and provides even more of these base stats, but I'm not comparing that or really covering that now just because those mythic artifacts just are really hard to get, and it can only be used on Win. It's not really applicable to being used on Yana or anything. So as far as the skill effect for the Ring of Gale, so it's the Piercing Wind Blade after hitting the locked enemy. So just whatever enemy Win is trying to attack, the attack can continue to penetrate through 2 additional enemy units, with the damage of the penetrating attack reduced to 50% of the first projectile's damage. So what I'm actually going to do real quick is unequip the artifact, and then we're going to equip Win here, and then I'm going to hop into battle. I'm going to slow it down to 1x speed, but you can see just my attacks are kind of just triggering like normal. We don't have anything just equipped. Now when we back out, we're actually going to go and equip that epic wind artifact. So we'll equip it here. And so what we're actually going to see is instead of the attacks just stopping at the enemy, you're going to see them go through the enemy all the time. So it's just going right through the enemy for a short distance. I mean, it's actually going pretty far, but so up to 2 enemies just behind the enemy Win is targeting, they can also just damage. The one thing you'll kind of notice though, unless they're really grouped up, there's a lot of times where this actually doesn't help. So this isn't going to help a ton for just really tanky enemies or like these kind of epic enemies you're seeing at the bottom. It's not really doing anything additional. It's helping chain damage to anyone behind them if the angle's correct, but really you are kind of relying on that angle being correct. If the enemies aren't lining up, then this artifact isn't going to be a ton of help, just because that way the penetrating damage isn't doing you any additional bonus damage. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.